Howdy. Hey, gang. Welcome back. Welcome back to the big show. It is the Russ Factor Show here with you on a Friday night. Russ Factor and Danny Hyphen here with you.
Good to be here.
Hanging out. Just chilling.
What?
Nothing crazy this week. I mean, we got news for you, but nothing crazy. We've got some good news and some bad news and some shitty news. You know, the usual mixed bag of gaming-related news for you. So there is that. Also, later tonight, we're going to be playing another brand new game. The new Doom came out.
They keep coming out.
Yeah, I've been on it since Tuesday. I've been playing it a little bit in the evenings. Yeah. I got the deluxe upgrade on the Xbox and got in a little on that early access. But yeah, they got the new Doom out. So what have I been playing? Doom. I also checked out the Starfield beta.
Oh, how did that go? How did that pan out?
I am happy, even though I was using INI hacks to do it. It's better now.
Of course.
The actual 32:9 supported resolution for my super ultra wide monitor, very nice. Seems they handled some of the performance hitches too when you slowly spin around in a circle. That was like gone. I don't know much else, but I started getting in the Creation Store because I hadn't been in the official Creation Store in a while to see all the cool stuff you can get. They got a new car in there. I think that came a few weeks ago, but it's like a little car. It's got a gun on the top.
It's a different car than the like the original
Than the
one?
buggy? Yeah. And they also had another mod that I picked up where you're this dude from Skyrim. Not you are, but you find this dude from Skyrim.
Oh. There's just a guy running around from Skyrim?
What's his name?
Hadvar?
No.
No, not Hadvar. Eriker.
Kit. Follow.
Mike the Liar. Raymond Cyrodiil.
What's his name?
Jagar Tharn.
No.
Sotha Sil.
Oh, I searched Starfield twice.
Oh. No kidding.
What's it say here? I don't know what his name is, but his name's in the mod. But he basically ended up in your dimension, and you find him in Aquila City wearing nothing but his little swimsuit.
Huh.
And he's naked, and he doesn't know what's going on. And he becomes your follower. And what's really neat about it is like he starts out like he's got 1,900 lines of dialogue.
Is it a cat person?
No, it's a man.
So it's not Inigo.
It's just a man.
That would have been cool if they made
Follower
that follower.
Gets better the longer you play. Gets better the longer you play. Why is this thing just like...
I think it's because you're searching Creation Kit.
Creations. Mod. See, this is now just...
Can't even find it.
Yeah.
Be better off booting up Starfield and finding out.
I just don't have it installed on this computer.
I don't think I have it either. Let me see if I have it installed. I think I uninstalled it. I don't even play this game again.
I really don't think I have it installed on here, but it's crazy I can't find this mod.
I have that snowboarding game installed, but not that.
Yeah, let me see.
Particular gamer.
Can I cancel this update?
Oh boy. I wonder if it's a character that was in Skyrim that has just a shitload of voice dialogue, or if it's a community.
I don't know if it's the real guy's dialogue, but I think the character himself is from Skyrim or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's got his first and last name, and Yeah, I just can't find it on a Google search. But it's kind of cool because you have to give him everything at first. Like the first thing all I had on me was a spacesuit, but like you have to give him clothes. I'm gonna have to give him a weapon and everything. And he's gonna run. He's like gonna run and hide when I get into combat.
Oh, weird.
Until he gets more confident in the world. And then he says he's going to have questions about things, or things are just going to start to annoy him. And he's going to get good at combat. And the more you play, the dude didn't give away a lot. He said, he goes, don't worry about doing anything for him. He goes, just keep him as your companion. Interact with him. You'll see. So.
Who is this? I got to know who this is now. I'm freaking out.
Well, we can't find any information on...
Or get into the Starfield Creation Store.
Yeah, we can't get into the Starfield Creation Store either. So there is that. But yeah, it's just it was just a little mod I picked up, and then yeah, I was just looking around at some of the other stuff in there. They still got stuff that costs money, of course. I think this follower mod might have costed like 300 Starfield points, but I had 1,100 because I'd never used them on Steam.
You ever finished using your Starfield points?
Yeah, I don't.
Your Starfield points.
But mainly been playing a little bit of Doom. Haven't been gaming too much, just Doom. That's about it in the evening a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna play a little of that tonight. We're gonna have Danny Hyphen take a peek at. I've pretty much got. I'm like 5 levels in, so I've pretty much got all the little gimmicks unlocked.
Okay.
Like there's a level where you're the mech, and there's a level where you're the dragon that I'm just started. So, or the riding the dragon robot thing, or whatever the hell it is. You'll see, Danny Hyphen.
It's gonna be a weird Doom game.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna hop right into our news tonight, and boy, Bungie. Remember the makers of Destiny and Halo?
Kinda.
Well, they're making a little game called Marathon here, and the alpha has been out for a little while, and it was quickly noticed the other day that this girl tweeted on Twitter. She said, "Great, I just found out that like Bungie lifted posters from my portfolio, like a shit ton from 2017, and plastered them all over their game." And it was kind of sad because she was like, I don't make money for this. This really sucks. This kind of hurts, man. It's like you're Bungie. Like, why are you lifting people's art and not like working with these creators or compensating people?
Yeah, they're not employed or anything right now either.
Yeah, and she basically said that this really sucks because I just have neither the bandwidth, the mental or physical resources to sue them. So here's some examples of. This is the lady right here.
Yeah. And
if you take a look at this, this is from the game. This is from the game.
Like that's the poster is that.
This is her poster, and this is what's on the side of shit in the game.
Yeah, assets in use.
Yeah. So from there, flipped upside down.
The logo at the bottom was the most damning piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Like that row of icons down there.
And there's another one. I don't know if we have it here. But there's another one where she has something like this and then her watermark. And it's just like it got kind of filtered out, but you could still see that. Oh yeah, that's it. Like they just lifted this shit.
Yep.
So Bungie did come out and make a statement same day, and basically apologized for this, and they blamed an awful lot on some fella named former employee of Bungie.
Former employee of Bungie.
Yeah, that happened to have provided those texture sheets that ended up inevitably being used in the game. So they said basically that they have already reached out to this person and that they are committed to making this right and doing the right thing. At this point, I hope she has a lawyer, especially when they admitted that fault. I was talking with Adam about this earlier when he was asking what we had coming up on the show tonight. But yeah, I mean, at the point that they admitted fault, I was like, I hope she had a lawyer by that point so that she can negotiate what is fair. Because to me, it seems like the stolen artwork from her is a very strong aesthetic of this game, Marathon.
Yeah, you see a huge influence. And just how it looks and the design and the assets are directly in the game on textures on objects. Like, that's how important this art is to the game. It's in there.
Yep. So there you go. They started investigating it. Found out that a former Bungie artist included these in a texture sheet that was ultimately used in the game.
Thorough review of our in-game assets, specifically those done by the former Bungie artists.
Yeah. So some weird stuff surrounding this is, number one, a lot of people are saying former. Okay, that's weird. Two, did nobody checks on this stuff before now? Like like
someone saw the texture, they looked at it, they saw the watermark, right?
And then it was also quickly found that a lot of the Bungie team, or a good handful of people from the Bungie team, follow this artist already on Twitter. So
that's pretty damning. Oops.
It's kind of like, what?
We didn't just lift your art. We like your art so much that we follow you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what else do we have on this one here? Where did I click on this?
This.
So this is just more of her
some
portfolio.
Of the portfolio, but yeah, a lot of that's going to end up in the game, or that's already in the game.
Yeah. Wow. And then we said there was a stream.
Yeah, I guess that they were planning a marathon live stream, and it's that link at the bottom. It's a YouTube link.
Oh, the news. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so I
did
guess
this happen?
Yeah, I guess it's already happened and everything.
Okay.
I didn't watch it or nothing. I just found it, and then because people were talking about it online.
Well, let's take a look. See what this is. So this is a Bungie apology stream.
Kind of. Well, it's a live stream, but it starts with an apology.
When we're pull you in a little bit. There you go. Well, we can start letting
turn the chat on. Yeah.
So let us know when the actual stream camera is up.
I'll let you know too.
Like his little keyblade. Ed would like that.
It'd be awkward if you got some spelling errors in there.
Oh, yeah.
Twitch is live. Twitch is live.
Hi, Twitch. We'll get started in a second.
Okay, people are pouring in. They're pouring in. Oof.
I mean, they probably shouldn't have left this part in.
Well, they did.
Discord live.
They probably
Discord.
didn't edit the voice, but probably edited some of the
I mean,
chat
you can
replays.
edit this out though of your replay. Like after our stream's over, like you can go in and like say,
right, we're
"Don't
live.
start." You know, the stream starts.
Hi, everybody.
Trim off
How's
the
it
first
going?
intro
I'm
song.
Joe, in case you don't know me.
It
I'm
starts
a
here
game
for the
director on
replay.
Marathon.
Yeah.
To my left here,
I like that
potentially
the.
on right on your screen, depending on if it's mirrored, is Joe Cross. Everybody's
I like that
favorite
the
Joe.
voice and
Our
the
director
video
on
don't match.
Marathon.
Yeah, they're off.
Sitting across.
When we're up.
I think that's just the way it is.
How's it going?
Yeah,
I'm
they
Joe,
just- they
in
left
case
it
you
all
don't
on
know me.
there.
I'm the game director here on Marathon.
No, I'm talking about
To
the
my
voice
left
being off.
Here, or potentially on
Oh.
right on your screen, depending on if it's mirrored, is Joe Cross, everybody's favorite Joe, our director on Marathon. Sitting across from me, who's not on camera, is Andrew Witz, gameplay director, and we're gonna spend some time talking about some stuff today. Our show is a little bit different today. We planned actually to show a lot more stuff, but for a lot of reasons we're about to get into, we
Four
decided
dudes
not
in
to
chairs on our
show
camera
a
right
bunch
now.
of this stuff. But we are going to be discussing a lot about what we learned through Alpha, some of the plans that we're going forward with.
Slightly
But before we
delay
get
in
into
video.
that,
They see it.
Joe Cross has some sort of topic that he wants to talk to you all
Stolen
about.
art, final boss.
Yep. Thanks, Joe. And hey, everyone. I'm Joe Cross, franchise art director of Marathon. Yeah, and wanted to take a minute to talk about some of the events from yesterday. It came to our attention And sorry, I wrote this. I wanted to make sure I get this message right. It came to our attention that an artist who worked on Marathon in the early stages of pre-production took a number of graphic elements from a graphic designer without permission or acknowledgement and placed them on a decal sheet that was then checked in 2020. The decal sheet included icons and text elements. These elements ended up in our alpha build, and there's absolutely no excuse for this oversight, and we are working on and 100% committed to our review process to ensure instances like this don't happen again on Marathon or at Bungie. A few of the things that we've done over the last 24 hours and what we're doing to shore up the review process are as follows. We've reached out to Anti-Real, the artist in question, and followed up to ensure that we do right by this artist. We're auditing all of the previous work by the artist, the internal artist, including the environment decals already in the build, which is part of why we're delaying some of the content we're going to show today. And we're committed to removing anything that is questionably or inappropriately sourced.
They're going to remove it.
We're doing a very broad decal audit.
They're probably going to keep it in and then remove anything
or
else.
Elements. We'll make sure that those are eliminated, recreated in-house for sure. Hundreds of artists have worked on this project for years.
They have done some stuff in the past that's similar to this, where they actually did recreate, but like to a T.
Swiss typography, 2000.
So still kind of shitty.
Art, cyberpunk, and of course the original Marathon trilogy. Our style is a result of all of those inspirations. It's also worth noting that none of our external partners who've worked on branding or any part of the visual design of our game were involved with this situation.
What up, Matty McCravens? Yeah, we're going to be playing Doom later tonight.
Lastly, personally, I have a huge amount of respect and admiration for artists working independently, and producing, and making a living doing commercial or fine art. We've worked with many of them. It's one of my favorite parts of the job is to make those connections and create content and collaborate. And so to that extent, I want to send my personal apology to Anti-Real.
So what did they do here? They said they weren't going to show a bunch of stuff, but this thing goes on for an hour.
Yeah, I think
we're doing everything we can.
It's a live stream, like they do.
They're doing a live stream. A couple of things that we really learned, we really wanted to talk about, though. One was the idea of sort of the core of the survival game. I know we talked about this a lot. Wits. The survival game
I see what happened.
Idea of not just
they talked for an hour about the game. They couldn't show anything right now because A, they haven't worked out the details with her, and B, I think they think there's more in here. That's not just her work. That
idea of like resources.
Yeah.
It's gonna get bad.
Yeah. And what a shit situation too, because there's like no hype for this game, man. Nobody's sitting around waiting for Marathon. Check your 6 event in COD. Oh my God, is that even a? I don't know if that was there when I logged on last. The Seth Rogen event was still going, and then it was the Seth Rogen weed card unlockable thing that I wasn't doing.
It's like the dumbest shit. What are we doing, COD?
Well, there you go. They talked about Marathon, but yeah, they stole this. They stole this chick's artwork, and it was in the alpha. Doesn't seem to me like it was placeholder shit. That was the idea that they were just gonna put that stuff on there.
Yeah.
And what's hilarious to me is like they didn't change anything. Like, what the fuck is ALEPH in the Marathon universe? It came from this poster from 2017 that this lady made.
I think it actually is something.
Yeah, but not real.
OF1 is, it's...
Yeah, it's just, something she made.
Yeah.
In a series.
Something that was made, yes.
So this doesn't really have a function in Marathon.
It just fits.
It doesn't mean anything in Marathon. No. It's just stolen and plastered on the side of these robots of these textures and stuff.
It just, it fits. They took the art. They took it.
2 bottles of Buffalo. Get it while you can. What's going on? They getting rid of Buffalo?
I thought it flooded. I thought Buffalo Trace Distillery flooded.
Yeah, that's what I forgot. They had all those floods down there.
I think that's still it.
Yeah, those floods. I haven't checked our store in a while. We went to Total Wine and got other stuff.
It's only like 3 days.
Oh, that's the event for cotton.
Yeah, what's going on with Buffalo? I think it's just the distillery flooded. Unless there's something else, they stopped making it.
But yeah, that's some disheartening news from Bungie. So
You're gonna get paid.
Yeah, I hope they pay her a good chunk of change, man, because that's fucked up. And like I said, there was other examples of her stuff in the game too, not just these. There was another big blatant one that was similar to this, and it had like her watermark basically on the image. And it was just kind of faded off.
Yeah, I saw the image.
Copy.
I saw the image that you're talking about. Yeah. Specifically, it's like it's a text block.
Yep, and when you look at them side by side, it's like, oh, there it is. Yep, I can make that out now that I know what it is.
Yeah. No, that's actually like anti-real daily series. It's just really, really poorly zoomed in. But yeah, like you see it in there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I saw the image though that you're talking about.
Absolutely insane. And more bad PlayStation news. Jade Raymond, the head of Haven Studios, who was working on a little game called Fair Games with a $sign as the S at the end.
Fair Game $sign.
She has left the studio, and she was the founder of this studio. She has left, and
I don't know what's happening with her specifically, but yeah, she's gone.
Yeah. And this is another game that there's just no, like, let's take a look at this trailer here and see what the hype's like. How are we feeling the hype on this? 453,000 views.
4.3K likes.
1 year. And 4.3K likes. Oh, my God.
You want to know about us?
No.
Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it. Let's go.
So this is going to be like a heist game, probably, of sorts.
Heist /
action. Extraction. Yeah.
This reminds me of Hyenas. Remember Hyenas?
No.
The game that Sega canceled?
Oh, yeah.
The $1 billion game.
We watched the trailer that one time, and then I remembered, and then I always forget.
Yeah.
So, since she left the studio this week, and there's no hype for this game, it's pretty safe to say we will probably hear at some point that this game might have been shelved and the studio might get shut down. This is in a long line of Sony having to backpedal on a route they took a couple years ago because they wanted to bring you 12 live service games by the end of 2026, 2027,
something like that.
And then numerous I think half of them have been canceled now. Concord didn't count until it got released and then unreleased, and then that studio got shut down.
2 weeks.
Marathon is expected to not really have a lot of hype either. The alpha, I think we got some numbers on the alpha that we can see here. Let me pull those up for you.
Let's be clear. We haven't seen any gameplay whatsoever of Fair Games.
No, we haven't seen any.
We've seen. I guess there's been some gameplay of Marathon.
So here you go. I'm guessing it's not live right now, but
yeah,
for an alpha for a Bungie game, it peaked at 69, almost 7,000 players.
That's it?
Yeah.
On Steam?
Yep.
Is this game going to be okay?
So here you go. This is how it went.
is this like people didn't sign up, or
there you go?
Was it on consoles too? I'm assuming it was on consoles as well.
I feel like that. Yeah, if you had something, you could have got it on Xbox. I don't know. I'm guessing PlayStation as well. I know I did hear that it was available on Xbox though. But I think it's done as of the 8th, and yeah, I mean it was like everybody logged on right when it came out, and then just so there's not really a lot of hype for this, man. I mean, think about like when Destiny did betas, man. I mean, remember that first Destiny beta? Everyone was talking about it. It was the hot shit.
Yeah,
I remember playing that. I remember being one of those that when the first Destiny 1 beta shut off, I was part of those people who just felt like that lonely man from the meme sitting like at the dinner table and on the swing. Like, what do I do now? I want to play more Destiny. I don't think people had that feeling with Marathon. I just I'm not sensing that.
I don't want to play Marathon. Why did I download Marathon?
But yeah, the Fair Games lady left, and
I don't know what she's gonna do. She's responsible for Assassin's Creed. Like she was the producer for Assassin's Creed 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and I loved Assassin's Creed.
It just seems like if they swooped up this studio and had them working on this brand new IP, that I feel like there might be some not so good reasons as to why she decided to call it quits, man. I mean, that's an exciting thing, man. Veteran in the industry here, Assassin's Creed producer.
You're getting paid by Sony?
Founded a studio that Sony swooped up, and you got the chance to work on a brand new IP, and then you dip. Well, I'd be interested to hear what's going on behind closed doors over there on the teams that are working on live service projects still over there.
It's gotta be rough.
Yeah. Because also Sony came out and basically said that they had the CEO and the CFO came out and said that they've really got to push over to monthly active users for profitability, that console unit sales are not hitting that mark. And of course, we've seen all the money they've been hemorrhaging on failed projects and games and things like that. And then these games that come out that nobody's really interested in buying, like the remasters again. I mean, Sony doesn't come out with many games now, so that's the thing. They don't really release games very often, especially new games. So what's a console unit doing outside of getting people to buy third-party stuff that you get they get a 30% cut of in most cases? So they need games and they need users.
People playing them, so they buy these games.
Yep. So it was stated that they are going to look forward into the future and kind of do a case-by-case basis on kind of a multi-plat strategy. Now, does that mean things are coming to Xbox at some point? Maybe. Everyone would say unlikely, but I mean, you've got a little bit different leadership going on than has been going on in the last few years over at Sony now again. We've got the people in Japan, Sony Japan, kind of hopping back in here to kind of take the reins off of whatever happened near the end of Jim Ryan's run. And the short stint of Herman Holst.
Gosh. Herman Holst. Maybe this is all his fault. I better get rid of that.
I think that one was restricted. I think it's gone.
No, it's still there. I see it.
Are you an admin, though?
Yeah, I'm an admin. Oh, I guess I'm an admin. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it anyway.
So I don't know what's going on over at Sony PlayStation, but they don't really have anything for you until next year. Outside of they've got a couple things coming this year.
Ghost of Yotei. What else?
Is Marathon coming out this year? I think it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I keep forgetting Marathon is a Bungie game, but
yeah.
And Bungie's owned by Sony.
So, I mean, it's just another year. They also did mention during that interview that they are going to have to consider some pricing adjustments to kind of match what everyone else is doing for tariff situations and things like that. They do have manufacturing of PlayStations in 4 locations, 3 that are outside of China. But they did state, and it would be crazy because I'm like, Sony, yeah, you're going to come here and do it first, that they would like to investigate potentials for having units produced in the United States. Yeah. Where are you going to get the pieces from?
They need to be manufactured. Well, I guess that, isn't TSMC moving fabs here? Specifically to like Arizona or somewhere?
Yeah.
So it's possible.
And doesn't some stuff go down? I know we still have tariff situations with them, but I'm sure it'd be a lot better in China. But isn't there some stuff going on in Mexico that we can get, like some sort of piece for a conductor or something from?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where they're at right now. Is what everybody thought is that things are kind of weird at Sony. It has been the entire generation, and we've just seen a lot of really bad situations with full-on flops and canceled games and games getting unreleased.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Unreleased.
Concord lasted 12 days, and then they unreleased the game and got rid of the team.
All of them got fired.
Yeah. This is nuts, man. So I don't know what's going on over there. But they definitely came out and said they've got some work to do, and that their key demographic is not unit sales anymore, and that for the future for profitability, they want monthly active users and engagement. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens, man. I'm buying a PlayStation game next month. First time in a long time. I'll be playing PlayStation.
Wow.
Death Stranding 2.
Look at you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll play on my TV a bit, but the streaming from a PlayStation in your home to my Legion Go is phenomenal. So I'll be playing Death Stranding 2 a lot on my handheld as well.
Yeah,
enjoying it like I did my last playthrough of Death Stranding. I did on Legion Go, which was really nice. So. Yeah, so there you go. Fair Game Studio, lead head lady done.
Gone.
Done. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Remember hearing about that and then you never heard anything about it? And they didn't do anything they said they were going to do with it? Well, we wrote a novel here for you. We deeply appreciate your dedication and passion for the Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Going forward, we will be streamlining the scope of the game. The decision was made after careful consideration of various factors, and we're proud of the accomplishment in bringing Call of Duty Warzone in a mobile and authentic way. It unfortunately was not met our expectations with mobile-first players like it has with PC and console audiences. Funny thing enough is COD Mobile still lives. As a result, we will no longer be delivering new seasonal content and gameplay updates to the mobile version. Effective immediately, players will no longer be able to purchase Call of Duty points or Black Cell using real currency in the Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Sunday, May 18th will be the last day the game can be downloaded from the Google Play and App Stores. And social features across both mobile platforms will be retired. Players who have the game installed before the 19th will still have access to the game with continued cross-progression and shared inventories using existing content and servers with matchmaking for online play. Any unspent COD points will also be redeemed in-game towards the available content in the store. We know this news is disappointing. We truly appreciate the support, passion, feedback, and dedication from our community. We have special incentives for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile players and Call of Duty Mobile, and encourage players to try it for free. So they're trying to move you guys over to the game that still exists, that has players, apparently, COD Mobile. I don't think this is the game's fault. I really don't. I played this game, and for a mobile game, I was like, yeah, you guys did some shit here. There's definitely some steps above Warzone Mobile, in my opinion. The controller support for Warzone Mobile was really nice. It felt really good. The controller support in COD Mobile felt like, oh, I shouldn't be using this controller. This is insane. Oh, they allow this?
Oh, you just get them. Oh, no.
So what happened was Warzone Mobile I cannot even begin to explain how just weird the launch for it was. The game kind of got delayed for a year, it seems. It was in early access beta in like 5 countries, like New Zealand and some other random places around the world.
Wasn't here, right?
No.
Other places.
Mm-hmm. And it was in that forever. Like forever.
Damn.
And then they were supposed to launch it with like the last game or something. I don't even know when it finally came out. But and they were talking up about how, it was Verdansk, you were going to love it. And we had this whole cross progression system where, stuff that you got in one game worked in the other, whether it be operator skins or, weapon blueprints, things like that. Which they talked about does still happen, but the moment it came out, they stopped talking about it immediately. There was no marketing for it. There was no get in here and do this. There was no marketing inside like regular COD to say, hey, come over to mobile and do this. And I thought now that I never thought crossplay was going to happen because they're 2 different games. But I thought now that Verdansk was back in both places, that this was going to make it so much easier for them to market this fucking game. Because the mobile version had Verdansk. That was the whole point.
That'd be easy to market.
Of the mobile game. And now you've got Verdansk in the main game. There could be so many like we could have cross events, not cross play with PC and console, but like events could have taken place in the same way. You could have been working on an event that's in both and everything. They could have kind of brought a lot more of this game together and really marketed it and saw what happened. But man, it just kind of failed.
It's kind of sad too because it says it came out March 21st, 2024. So it's barely a year and a few months old. Like that's so sad.
Yep.
Wow.
Insane.
Spent all that effort and then there it goes.
Yep. Just a little over a year later, they're gonna. But that's what's weird, is they're gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
Why?
You can't download it no more.
What's the point then?
I guess I'll have to get it. How big is it? It's huge, isn't it?
It's fucking huge, dude.
Never mind.
There's no point. Like even I'm not gonna get it. Like I'm not gonna play a game on my phone with a controller.
Yeah.
It just makes my phone all hot. That's all it does. Yeah, and your phone might struggle with it too because it was a weird game. Like even mine can't go up to high. I got to play on like medium settings.
Huh. Damn.
Yeah, you got to have like the new iPhone.
The super phones.
Yeah, to really crank that thing up. But yeah, it's just kind of disappointing, man. I thought that Warzone Mobile was really gonna give COD Mobile a run for its money in terms of the community, especially since they brought Verdansk back, and they did a really good job of putting Verdansk on a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People said it looked good.
It was fun. I remember right when it came out, it was nice. It was my first little kind of trip back to running around and checking out stuff in Verdansk. I was like, oh, yeah. So
I feel it.
Yeah, I just don't understand if they're going to shut it down and gate the audience, why you would
just pull it all.
Do anything. But now they can't push updates if it's not in the store anymore. So that means no more bug fixes that require a client update, like to the app. It's going to be as is.
Yep.
And if hackers start figuring out how to exploit it, it's over. They're just going to shut it down. They're just going to say servers are down. We're done.
Yep.
We're finished.
Game's over.
Yep. So.
Hackers sucked all the fun out of the community.
Yeah, I got a Backbone too. I used it quite a bit. I used to do that on the planes and stuff. I have like PS2 and stuff. But then I got that Legion Go, and now I just take that with me and I play on a bigger situation.
I just bring my big ass computer.
Yeah. I got a big old Anchor 165 watt deal.
Yeah.
So I can have battery on my Legion Go my whole plane ride. What do we got here? PlayStation fans furious. Oh, I called cap on this article.
Yeah.
Because the other article was Xbox fans requesting refunds in droves.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't think anybody really cares.
No, I doubt it.
I don't think anybody cares. You know who does care? A small portion, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm talking about in terms of, the percentages that gaming companies look at. The small portion of people who live like with shit internet, completely shit internet.
Yeah, they want the game on the disc.
Yep. But you cannot get the game on the disc. The game is, what did we find, about 65 gig?
Yeah, 65, 67.
So I don't know if that would fit on a regular Blu-ray, right? Aren't those like 50 gig?
I think the dual layer Blu-rays will do 100 gigs.
Yeah.
Standard one's now 50.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get...
I just think these companies don't want to spot the extra buck. And that's there's another story similar to that about Switch game cards and why you're going to see a lot of developers go for the game card because Nintendo doesn't have multiple sizes of the card now. They got the 64 gig one or whatever it is. And
that's the big one, yeah.
Basically, analysts have figured out that it costs currently right now a developer $16 a card.
Wow.
Or pennies for the little key card. So what do you think they're gonna do?
Oh, they're gonna kill physical entirely.
Yeah.
So this is what this is. These are all just stub discs. You just put them in your console and you have to connect online to play your game.
And then one day the game goes on sale in 6 years for like fucking $8 and you buy it and you go, well, I don't have to put my disc in here anymore. That's how that works.
Dual layers 50, maybe the old ones. Damn, they've revisioned Blu-ray so many times. 4K Blu-rays exist.
Yeah, but the games aren't 4K Blu-rays.
Yeah, they're still just big discs, big capacity discs.
Yeah. So, Doom: The Dark Ages. It's another game. We've had plenty of these come out already too, and that's like even Switch has handled that in the past. Is like when they sold that BioShock collection, in my category of games that don't belong on the Switch. The card came with BioShock 1 on it, and then you got one-time use codes for two and Ultimate or 2 and Infinite.
Yeah, the games were just not on the cartridge.
Right. But the difference between a game cart and a stub disc like this, though, is you can sell this, you can give it to a friend, but yeah, like the way Nintendo did the third-party stuff with that BioShock collection is. If you go buy BioShock used at a GameStop for Switch, good chance you're only getting the first game.
Mm-hmm. That's all you get.
Yeah. And our final story here tonight. Yeah, we padded this out enough.
I think so.
I think last week's news went like an hour and 20. So
we had more shit.
Our final story tonight. This is kind of Kojima leaves a USB stick of game ideas for posthumous projects. He's got a USB stick full of game ideas for someone to find after he passes on.
Yep. He wants his studio to...
After he heads to the beach.
It is his studio.
Yep.
He wants them to be able to have ideas for games. He said something like, "Even if I'm gone, I want to create I want the studio to continue creating. So that's why I left them my ideas." So yeah, he's just got a flash drive.
So when we really need to worry that he knows something that we don't is when we start hearing stories about how he has a little protege.
Uh-oh.
And then you know.
Uh-oh.
Because you know that will happen. There will be someone appointed prior to his death to take over Kojima Studios and be the head.
Who would it even be?
I don't think we know who they are. I don't think we know. Probably someone he knows.
Yeah. This is your new best friend. He makes your new Kojimas.
Yeah, so there you go. Kojima also, I read a statement somewhere this week that said basically, like, in terms of Death Stranding 2, that he's not out here to sell millions of copies of games. That's just not what he's about. He's out here to make things that are different and interesting to him, that he feels would be interesting to you. So that pretty much means to me that even though he owns the IP now to Death Stranding, that he's not going to push any negotiations he has with Sony on their super timed exclusivity. So you'll see it on PC probably about a year. But another Xbox release like happened with just Death Stranding 2, yeah, guaranteed that's going to be like 4 years. Unless Sony wants to make some money. for them MAUs on a different store. Because that's the thing. We were talking about how Xbox games have been going to PlayStation now. And you log into the store like even just last week, and Xbox, from Minecraft to Forza to Indiana Jones to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Microsoft is dominating the top games these certain weeks over on the PlayStation Store. And they're sitting there going, why? Why is Xbox dominating our store? Wait, could we dominate their store?
Maybe they could. I don't know if they could. Some of those games are movie games.
That'd be wild to see how many copies The Last of Us 2 could sell on Xbox, because I feel like it would be underwhelming.
Yeah. They'd have to pick and choose it. They'd have to do like some weird collections of studios that don't exist anymore, like Wipeout and shit.
One people said that one good idea, and it might be just a little too late, but that you know how much money they could make if they just sold Helldivers on Xbox.
Yeah.
That'd be a game I think the Xbox community would probably pick up on at a very, very generous amount. Don't put it on Game Pass. Sell it. Go ahead. Sell it. It's $40.
People will pick it up.
Yeah, people will pick that up because they got friends that are on it. They've heard about it. The game still on Steam alone bumps over 60K like when an update comes out, but it does go down. Last we originally knew, more people played on Steam than PlayStation, though.
Oh, wow. I guess people dropped off.
But we hang out with different people, and like that's like one game that I hang out with random people, like some of Sarah's friends, some people I know, that they play Helldivers.
Huh.
And I'm like, it has been a while since there's been a game that wasn't like GTA Online or COD or Fortnite that I hear multiple people from different circles say, yeah, we play Helldivers a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Because I think Ed's friend Hawk played, right? I think, or somebody did. I don't know. One of them. And then a couple of Sarah's buddies from work that we hang out and go to different things with, they play. I know that. And then I got another buddy that plays.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you know a bunch of people to play this game?
They like Helldivers. And I'm like, yeah. I played when it came out. I don't know.
Yeah, you enjoyed
it. The gameplay loop just it wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing.
You stopped playing it after a while.
I stopped playing it. I do want to. That's the one though that I don't know. I've heard that the updates are a little underwhelming in the grand scheme of things. I do want to. I do. I'm probably gonna download it one day and just pop in, see what's happening.
Yeah.
Put it on my Legion Go and see if it runs. That's the game I never put on there. So.
Oh.
Give that a try.
Try that.
But yeah, there you go. Kojima wants to keep that creativity flowing. He's got a USB drive with all them ideas for you. So. Yeah. All right, that's it for our news tonight. Little, pretty much right on time news segment. We usually do an hour of news, cutting a couple minutes early on the news tonight. But we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to get right into that hot action gameplay. We got the brand new Doom here for you tonight. And I think during our break, why don't we play some Doom soundtrack from Doom 2016?
Okay, we can do that? All right, let's do it.
I mean, it's a video game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's Doom the Dark Ages soundtrack. I don't want that. You'll hear enough of that here in a minute. But yeah, coming up here in a minute, we're gonna play Doom. I think I only have, like I said, about 5 levels unlocked that I've been playing casually in the evenings. Been working, so I haven't been playing games during the day, and I've been working some nights too. So I haven't played every night, but I got a couple evenings of early access in to at least get my money's worth.
Wet your whistle.
Yeah, but we've got enough unlocked for Danny Hyphen to give a few things a try as well. He's not super excited about this one, as I've gathered, but we've got enough for him to try just general Doom. We've got enough for him to try the mech level, or at least one of the mech levels. I think there's probably more. It'd be weird if they only use that mechanic once. And a dragon situation, so...
Okay.
That and more coming up. Stick around, everybody. This is the Russ Factor Show. We will be right back to play Doom!